the mix within, there ain't nobody perfect. Timing in my mind. Mix within the mix within, there ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect.
So hopefully by this segment of the video, you know what the video is going to be about. As you can probably tell, it is going to be about fast kickoffs, as many people have wanted a tutorial on. May cover other kickoffs in the future. I fucking suck at kickoffs. If you're happy that it looked like I finally put some effort into a video, I hope you guys go back and rewatch that. Those clips were with bots, because my fast kickoff tends to work against bots, and that's about it. So I've turned off unlimited boost, that way I can kind of show actual kickoff situation. And so with the fast kickoff, what your goal is to hit the side of the ball before your opponent does, leading the ball to the side middle boost. So as you can see here, it kind of leads to this middle boost. That way you can go for like a ceiling shot, whatever you want, air dribble. So the fast kickoff is a lot easier than it may seem when you're on keyboard and mouse. It's as simple as we're going to hold boost and drive forward into this boost. And a little bit after we hit the boost, we're going to flip in a direction. This direction changes based off of which side we're on. So if we're on the right side, we want to flip to the right. That way we hit the right side of the ball, like we do here. And if we're on the left side, we want to flip left. That way we can hit the left side of the ball. I just barely missed it there. But with the fast kickoff, of course, like I said, that's the intent, is to hit the side of the ball and beat your opponent to it. That way you can get past them off kickoff. The reason I haven't really made a tutorial on this is because of how easily it can be countered, and I don't believe it's good to put this idea of you can beat someone to the ball and get an easy air dribble off every single kickoff, because that is not really the case. If people can adapt, which they should be able to in their ranks, this kickoff can be countered and various other ways. And with that said, you can use it in training. I think that's the most useful tool, or most useful time to do this kickoff, I guess. So I can bring it into training, and that can help me with my ceiling shots or whatever I'm trying to focus on. And that is how I have always used this kickoff when I've been explaining it, is like take it into free play and try doing a fast kickoff and bring it up to the wall. It's how I've always mentioned it. But you guys want a tutorial, and so it's super easy. On this right side here, we're going to flip right by holding W and E. So we're going to drive through this boost while holding boost. Then we'll flip with W and E, and then feather our boost through. That's the hardest part about learning this kickoff, is you want to feather your boost in a way that will keep you pointing towards the ball, but the right or left side of this ball. And so in this case, we'll flip with W and Q. And so we'll boost through this with W and Q, and then manage our boost. And you don't want to necessarily hold down boost the whole time. You want to feather it like that. That way you get towards the ball, as well as you want to be fast, but you also want to have the position. I don't know how that went in. I don't want to drag this tutorial on for too long, but once again, we're on the left side, so we'll flip left with W and Q. We'll boost forward through this boost, flip with W and Q, and then we'll kind of feather our boost while we're on the side of the ball there. So you can kind of see I do this initial flip, and then I feather my boost when I'm coming back down onto my wheels. So I missed the ball there, but that was just showing kind of basic motion. I tend to go for fast kickoffs mainly when I'm on this left side, because I'm more comfortable with Q. But that's the fast kickoff. I don't think it's gonna go much more into detail than that. It's very simple. I want to say once again though, do not use this kickoff as your everyday drive or kickoff. It will not get you through the ranks, and it is easily countered. And although it can be nice and set you up for some cool shots, I think that the shot will, or this kickoff will most likely result in a goal on you. Because what happens is when you go for a fast kickoff like this, if the teammate adapts or the opponent adapts, they are easily able to push their kickoff a little bit to the side. And what I mean by this is, if I was the opponent, they're going to hit the right side of the ball before I do. So what I would do as an opponent is I'd make my kickoff a little bit to the left, because they're going to force the ball to my left, their right. And so it's easily adaptable. Why I don't exactly trust this as a kickoff in game. If you would like to go out of your way, you can also learn how to adapt this kickoff to be a back left and back right kickoff. That is when I would assume that this kickoff would actually be helpful. And this is more of a 2s or 3s scenario, but if you want to make this a back left or back right kickoff, you're going to flip in the opposite direction. So we'll drive forward through this boost, and then the only difference is we'll make a little turn to the left like this before we flip with Q and or W and E on this side. If it was on the left side, then it would be turn to the right a little bit, and then we'll flip with Q and W. The big difference is how you feather your boost, and I'll show you an example here. So this would be like a back right or back left kickoff. It was kind of bad because I was like centered on the ball. So if I wanted to make this back left or back right in that scenario, you can see where I'm kind of ending. So I'm ending on that far right side of the ball, and in that case, the opponent is going to 50-50 the ball to my back left or back right, depending on which side I'm on. That is the one scenario I would say that this kickoff is really useful, and that's something you should learn to do. But once again, having this back left or back right kickoff isn't necessarily always a good idea unless you have teammates you can communicate this with too. Because if I'm constantly doing back left, back right, and my teammates are cheating up on kickoff, maybe it's not the best idea to go for a back left or back right. It's usually an ideal kickoff if you can communicate it across to your other teammates. So with that said, I'm not going to put any more effort into this video. I hope you guys can tell I'm fucking around. I know a lot of people have requested this, and I didn't do a tutorial on it for so long, and hopefully you can kind of see why now. But if you have any suggestions for future videos, feel free to leave them in the description below, or you can join the Discord and pop a suggestion in there. As always, if you guys like my videos, feel free to give it a like. If you like my content, feel free to subscribe. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next time. In the next video. Fuck. God, I need an outro. Like a real one.